There's no question that wireless technology literally brings the entire world to our fingertips.
News, entertainment, social media. The world our children are growing up in today is fundamentally different than the world in which we grew up.
Access to information has never been easier. But there's a problem.
A big problem.
The problem is wireless radiation. It has no borders,
Sees no color, nor political persuasion. Published over the last 2 decades, thousands of scientific research papers have linked long-term wireless radiation exposure to nausea,
headaches,
Infertility,
insomnia,
attention deficit disorder,
memory loss,
DNA and cell damage,
autism,
cancer.
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 Yes, cancer.
In 2011, the World Health Organization and the International Agency for Research on Cancer classified wireless radiation as a Group 2B carcinogen,
Putting it in the same category as lead, DDT pesticide, and engine exhaust.
Since then, more research has been published suggesting that the classification is outdated and needs to be upgraded to a Group 1 known carcinogen.
In 2018, the National Toxicology Program concluded that there is clear evidence linking wireless radiation exposure to tumor growth.
So where does wireless radiation come from? In schools, it comes from cell towers, broadcast antennas, cell phones, tablets, and laptops.
Wi-Fi routers, hotspots, and repeaters, and dirty electricity.
There are even more sources at home. Bluetooth devices, wireless game controllers,
Headphones, mice, and keyboards,
baby monitors, microwave ovens.
and smart meters.
Collectively,
these sources of radiation are now referred to as electrosmog.
Electrosmog.
Electrosmog
radiation.
It largely goes unnoticed because it's invisible to the naked eye.
But just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
We can detect its presence using various electromagnetic radiation meters. Electrosmog radiation is all around us, in our homes.
At the office,
And unfortunately, in our public schools.
Electrosmog radiation has been measured at public schools all across Anne Arundel County, Maryland.
the schools are aware of this, yet they continue to expose the students every school day through the presence of Wi-Fi networks, cell towers, broadcast antennas, and dirty electricity.
Electrosmog radiation should be thought of the same way we think about heavy metals and pesticides.
They are environmental toxins.
Due to their rapidly developing bodies, children are especially vulnerable.
Environmental toxins stress the body and weaken the immune system.
The human body is not designed to deal with electrosmog radiation, especially children. It penetrates deeper into their brains due to their thinner skulls,
as well as breast tissue, eyes, and reproductive organs due to their highly absorptive nature.
Unfortunately, some schools lease their property for cell tower and broadcast antenna construction.
Is there a tower or antenna array near your child's school? How do you feel about that?
The FCC's radiation exposure guidelines were established in 1996 when cell phones were the size of bricks.
Wireless technology has evolved exponentially since then, so why haven't the guidelines?
At the time of this recording, Montgomery County is suing the FCC over these obsolete exposure limits.
And would you believe that the FCC prohibits governing bodies from denying cell tower construction permits based on health concerns?
This provision accommodates the wireless industry.
Who has yet to prove that wireless radiation is safe.
In 2004, the International Association of Firefighters officially opposed cell tower construction at fire stations after there were reports of firefighters getting sick after cell towers were installed next to fire stations.
If the firefighters don't want cell towers near them, why should they be near our children?
Look, we wish we didn't have to be the ones to bring you the bad news.
The public school system should really be the ones informing parents of the hazards of electrosmog radiation.
Consider the following.
As of this recording, there's an Oregon State Bill, SB 283, that has already been passed by both the House and Senate, which would require the Oregon Department of Education to inform students, parents, and employees about the health risks of wireless network technology.
Once signed by the governor, the bill would become law and declare an emergency.
The bill would also require the Oregon Health Authority to create guidelines for school events that outline the hazards of exposure to electrosmog radiation and how to use wireless devices more safely to reduce risk.
Our suggestion? Use wired technology whenever possible.
It's faster, more reliable, and more secure.
We've been through this before. Cigarettes,
Lead paint.
Asbestos.
trans fats.
These products were once thought to be harmless.
But now we know better.
Now we know better. To the teachers and staff of Anne Arundel County Public Schools,
Speak up.
speak up.
Speak up about this issue.
To Anne Arundel County students and parents,
If you're concerned about the health effects of electrosmog radiation at your school, please
share this video with everyone you know.
Everyone you know. Electrosmog radiation is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Not just in Anne Arundel County.
Email your school's principal.
Sign the petition to hire an independent building biologist.
to address the electrosmog radiation concerns at every public school.
Sign the petition to relocate cell towers and broadcast antennas away from schools.
Sign the petition to disable Wi-Fi in schools.
Sign the petition to install filters to clean up dirty electricity in schools.
Electrosmog radiation is harmful.
Yes, this is a hard truth.
We need to stop pretending,
We need to stop pretending that the problem doesn't exist.
but don't take our word for it.
Don't take our word for it.
Do your own research.
Do your own research. Take your own measurements.
To learn more, please visit educationnnotradiation.com.
Educationnnotradiation.com.
We owe it to our children and future generations to put an end to the largest technological experiment in human history.
Together, we can protect ourselves from electrosmog radiation. Together, we can make a difference.
Let's keep Anne Arundel County Public Schools safe for everyone, especially our children.
Especially our children.
Education.
Education.
Educationnnotradiation.com.